Hey YouTubers! Well, as you can tell from the video, I've experienced a little problem with my Craftsman lawnmower. This is just an old junk mower that just trying to do a little work on, get it up and going. I've been mowing my yard with it, and I'm looking at 0 turns right now, but until then, I'm gonna work on this one and get it going. This last week, went to mow and got on the mower and tried to back it out and didn't have any power. So I got up underneath the mower and noticed that the drive belt that goes from the transmission to the engine had popped off the engine pulley. So I took and just wedged the belt back up on there on the pulley, on the engine pulley, and got it back on there and was able to mow my whole yard. And when I was done mowing, I went to pull it up next to the house, and it quit pulling. As soon as I went to pull it right up close to the house, it just give out and it wouldn't pull anymore. So I was like, well, I'm happy that it at least lasted till I could get the yard fully mowed. And so I got up underneath the mower because I knew what was the matter. I knew that belt had either come off again or had broke. So anyways, when I got up underneath there, I noticed, yep, this belt was broke. And so I was like, okay, let's determine why it's broke. So I thought, well, I've had this tractor for about 6 years now, and probably time to check the pulleys on it. So I got up underneath there, and sure enough, one of the pulleys, one of the idler pulleys, the bearings had got messed up in it, and it had kind of lost some of the little balls in it, and kind of started locking up. And so then had to go get my owner's manual and start the old dreaded Google search, trying to find the right pulleys and the right belt and all this to put on it. And of course, if you try to buy anything from Sears, they try to screw you because they want too much money for the belts and all the pulleys and all that crap. And so I thought, well, let's just go to Amazon and read some of the reviews and see if I can find something a little bit cheaper as far as the pulleys goes. So I found these, and my engine takes 3 different pulleys for the drive system for the transmission, and these are the 3 pulleys that it called for. This one here is the V pulley, where it's got that little V groove cut out in there, and it takes 2 of those. I'm sorry, engine takes 2 of the same pulley. And then for the 3rd pulley, it's just a flat pulley. So the belt, the flat part of the back of the belt rides on this right in here. And so I took a gamble, and I ordered all 3 of the pulleys from the same company. So in case I had a problem, that I could just send them all back to the same place and not have to worry about it. So I got these here from a company by the name of there it is, Phoenix Distribution. I'll try to put a link in the description for where I got these, but I'll be honest with you, they look of good quality. And I know what you're saying, this is one of those reviews where, you know, Amazon paid this guy to say it, or the company paid the guy to say it. No, I was in the same boat you guys are in. My mower is broke, and I'm having to take a chance and try to order the right pulleys to see if they're any good or not. So so far so good with these. They look like they're good quality, and the bearing seems to be really smooth in them. And so I just wanted to report to you guys in case you're wondering what's a good set of pulleys. These were really inexpensive. I think they were around 10 bucks, maybe a little bit less, and it was free shipping or cheap shipping or something, so I didn't have to pay much at all. So anyways, I'm gonna put these on, and if I have any problems out of them, I'll report back to you. But I'll try to put a link in the description down below, the ones that I got, so you can pick them up, because it is it's a gamble when buying anything off of Amazon. You can't believe half the damn reviews on there, because half the people are paid or are lying about the product, because they give them free product for writing a review or whatever. But anyways, as far as the belt goes, hell, I'm scared to order a belt off of Amazon, because half the belts that I've been finding on there are imposters. They're fake. Half of them are from China, and so unless you find one that's you just got lucky on, you might be better off ordering it from eBay or something. I'm not sure. So as far as the belt, I went down to Tractor Supply and took this one in there and measured it, and it said that I needed a specific length belt. I think it was 92 by a half-inch belt or something. Let me run in here and look, and I'll come back and show you guys in just a second. But you know, I was able to get one of those Tractor Supply belts, one of those blue belts, for like 20 bucks. So if you need to return it, you don't have to wait on Amazon and have to order another one and all that. So I thought that was a fair price for a belt, 20 bucks. So, all right. Well, this is the belt that I got from Tractor Supply. It's a half-inch by 92 Kevlar belt. So you make sure whatever belt you get, that you do get the Kevlar, because it's super strong, and those just plain corded poly belts, they'll stretch, where this Kevlar will be a lot stronger. And that way you want to keep something that's not going to stretch, because that's how that transmission works, is from friction. So make sure that you definitely get a Kevlar belt, because you don't want to have to replace this thing every year. Shit, it's been I think 6 years and I've not had to replace the one on the tractor. So that's why I went with this one here from Tractor Supply. I ain't gonna do any kind of guesswork on the belt. So I hope the pulleys are good, but they look good. But now I will say, it says right here on this belt, and you might be able to find one on Amazon or eBay that's similar to it, because I think a lot of these belts are made in India. As you can see right here, it says A&I Products, half-inch by 92, and there's the numbers on it. And you can see it's got India written all over it. So this comes from Tractor Supply, so maybe you might be able to find another belt that's not a Husky, that's made in India. I think the ones, the PIX belts, the PIX or PIC, I can't remember, the ones that I was seeing online, I think they were made in India. So truth be told, a lot of these belts probably come off out of the same factory. I don't know that for sure, but a lot of them definitely say India. I would stay away from the China ones, and I would look more towards the Indian ones. So anyways, guys, appreciate you watching. I hope this helps somebody out, and hopefully in the next day or two I can get my tractor up and going. And before it gets too dark, I wanted to show you, just in case you're wondering, if you have the same kind of lawnmower that I have. Again, this one is the Yt4000, and this one has the 24 horse V-twin Briggs & Stratton engine, and this one has the hydrostatic transmission, where you mash on the clutch or the gas and the reverse right there. And gas and reverse. But then on this side it's got the height adjustment. So anyways, whenever you pull the deck out from underneath this thing, don't let people tell you you've got to disconnect the spring and the cable and all that crap. There's plenty of room. You don't have to disconnect it. And just pull the deck out from underneath the mower, and right there is all the the pulleys, and you have access to them, and you can easily spray it off and clean all the grass out from the top of the deck there, and clean all the grass out from underneath the bottom of the deck as well, and paint it, do what all you got to do. You ain't got to disconnect the cable to engage the blades. You know, it don't take but a second to do that anyways, but you know, it's just an extra step that some people do. But anyways, you can do everything you need to do to it with it right here, just like this. And as far as being able to work on it, to get up underneath there to do that drive belt, just get you a jack it up from the back, put you some jack stands up under, or not jack stands, some ramps or jack stands underneath the back, whatever you got. And if you want to jack up the front, you can, but this provides me with plenty of room to work on it. Plus, you know, if it was to fall, it ain't gonna fall far. It's safe right there on those ramps, and you know, just makes it a lot easier to work on. And if you need to paint the deck and address some of the rust issues where grass gets caught in and around these pulleys, then now's the time to do it. As you can see, I've already had to replace one of the pulleys on top of that spindle over there. And you know, while you got it down, you might as well sharpen the blades, and if the spindles are greasable, you might as well grease them while they're out. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Hope this video helps somebody. I know it's just a simple everyday video, but it's nice to know that you can trust these parts when you get them on Amazon. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. All right, guys, well, I just zapped these 3 pulleys off, and as you can see, you know, they're pretty worn. You can see that one there. I'm sorry, I'm wearing a headlamp, but you can see that one's worn there on the inside, and you can see there on the bottom, it was the belt was digging into the pulley, I guess, because it was just so worn. I mean, hell, the mower's 6 years old, so definitely got my use out of this old original pulley. Then the second one here, this is the flat pulley. You can see around the edges it looks fine, and then here it looks fine. This pulley still had a little bit of life left in it. This one, you know, could have went a little bit longer, but you know, for as cheap as it is, might as well replace it. Then this pulley here, this baby was shot. You can see that there's some shavings, shavings from the belt right there, and the plastic is melted. And if you see one where the plastic is melted, and you can tell that the bearing has gotten really hot, and you can see right there that the plastic pulley just disintegrated. It got so freaking hot. And the reason it got so hot is because some of the ball bearings are missing out of there, and so it just had a catastrophic meltdown. So anyways, it is a cheap fix, and you know, it's a simple fix, and so I'm gonna show you how to do it. Like I said earlier in the video, I've got mine set up on some just ramps, and you can do it however you want. Now mine's setting up a little bit higher than the ramps because I've got that car jack up underneath the back of them, so the tires aren't touching. But if it did fall, you know, I'm pretty safe. I mean, it only is going to fall maybe an inch or two, and you know, I can easily clear that. So I'm going to get up under here, and I'm going to show you just how to replace those pulleys and replace the drive belt. Alright guys, I'm up underneath the mower now, and sorry about the shaky camera work. I'm a little tired, and it's at night time. All the dogs are barking out here. I'm sorry about all that. But what you want to do in order to replace these pulleys is it's simple. You can use a 14mm wrench, and you know, they just unbolt. You just unbolt them, and that little nut pops off, and you know, you just replace the pulley, and you replace the guard on this one here. There's a little metal guard. Just replace that, and you know, you're good to go. And Also, as far as putting the belt on, it's really simple. Now I'm going to tell you how to do it where you ain't got to remove a bunch of crap. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that try to tell you how to take stuff off that you don't need to take off. So just pay close attention. The way you want to put the belt on is you start right up here in the front at the motor. And you can see that the belt is around that pulley. Right now, well, you don't want it around the pulley. You want to go ahead and put the belt on and put it just around the shaft. Just around that shaft right there, not the pulley. So you rest the belt between the two pulleys on the shaft. Then you come back here to the back and you put the belt over the cooling fan right onto the transmission. And then once you get it hooked up to the transmission, then you go back and work it around those pulleys there. And you've got plenty of room. And this right here is spring loaded, so you can move it back and forth a little bit. So when I'm talking about there's some little tabs right in here. There's a little tab right here. You just move it out of the way and you slide the belt right on. There's a little tab right there. You just slide the belt on. And it's very simple, so don't complicate it, guys. It's very simple. It took me literally 2 minutes to replace this drive belt. It literally took me 5 minutes or less to remove and install all 3 pulleys. And I just used an impact gun and a socket and literally was done. This whole project has taken me less than probably 20 minutes to pull the deck out from under it, replace all 3 pulleys and the belt. It's not a 2 or 3, 4 hour job. And I'm out here on the ground. You can see I'm out here on the ground in the yard. And like I said, you can see it's jacked up just a little bit off the jack stand or off the ramp. So if it does fall, I'm good. But the reason I left it up off the ramps is so when I replace the belt here, I can crank it up and see if there's power going to from the transmission down to the wheels. And if so, then that lets me know that I've got everything installed correctly. And also you can turn the little crank pulley right here and see that the cooling fin on the transmission is turning. So that lets me know there ain't nothing binding up. So I should have power to the wheels. So anyways, all I did was just take an old 6-year-old lawnmower that's been rode hard and put up wet, and took that old broken or worn out drive belt and got rid of it and replaced it along with these idler pulleys, and now I'm good to go. Now keep in mind, the belt that I showed you in the beginning of the video is the correct belt. It is the very correct belt. So remember that part number. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching.